Welcome back, Lucha Lushes. This is Lucha Undead Top Beer Shot. This is your weekly taste, your weekly quick fix. Earlier this week, you heard an interview with Brad from the
fun.
Place to Be Nation, and that was fun. He was the final of the Core 4 to fall. And he's the not the most interesting, but he's interesting. A lot of cool stuff to talk about. A lot of skeletons in the closet were brought out, and a lot of interests outside of wrestling talked about.
Yeah, I noticed all the people we've talked to on the Get to Know PTBN episodes, like they're so varied in their backgrounds, their experiences, their knowledge, their skills. I mean, everything. It's kind of amazing actually. There are people here that are this varied. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. So, Adrian, for my shot, I have got another one from Solark. If you remember, I did a Solark beer for a shot a couple weeks back. I think that they're kind of my perfect shot brewery because they make weird beers that are like with tea and with mogwort and all that stuff. So this is
really quick
shower beer.
What is
go ahead.
mogwort? What is that?
It's just like I don't even really know what it is. I just know it's used in stuff.
That sounds like some Harry Potter wizard stuff right there.
It is,
Harry,
and so it's
kind of mogwort.
Yeah, I talked to you about it. They make they kind of make old style gruits, beers that are made with, instead of hops, a lot of times they're using other plants and herbs and stuff like that. So this is this is shower beer. It's from Solark. It's in a can, an interesting, cool can from them.
That's
with
why
a lot
it's
of
shower beer, because cans are easier to drink when you're taking a shower than a bottle.
It's true, and it's also the shower beer because it's got Sumatra coffee and Nargiri tea.
Oh my god!
So it's a nice breakfast
beer. That's amazing sounding.
It's a lush, creamy blonde ale brewed with Sumatra coffee and Nargiri tea. It's a very interesting can. It's light blue. It's got coffee pots and French presses all over it. It's got their Solark logo. And as I said, I think Solark is kind of my shot beer brewery because they don't make beers that fit any style that we would ever really cover on the show.
Yeah, but you don't even like coffee, so it kind of surprises me a little bit that you're choosing such a coffee themed beer.
Yeah, I mean, it's coffee and tea, and
true.
It's a golden creamy ale. It's kind of goldy brown, little hazy, really no head at all, little effervescent but not crazy. You can smell the coffee come through, insanely strong. This smells exactly like maybe like a cup of coffee, or I don't even know what that smells like really, but just like a beer with coffee in it, I guess is what it smells like.
Yeah, that sounds like what almost like a porter and a stout, or even like a dark style beer would kind of smell like, you know?
Right, but it's just like a light golden yellow. It's not even dark at all. It's thin bodied. The flavor is really intense.
You just took your first sip. What's it taste like?
Took my second sip. It's caramely, buttery, and smooth. The tea, I don't know what the tea really tastes like, that kind of tea. I'm going to guess it's a black tea to balance out, but it's peppery. It's got a little bit of a bite on the back end. It's floral, fruity. Not really fruity, but bitter, coffee. This is fucking awesome. I love this beer.
Wow.
I think this beer is fantastic.
Wait,
it does not have...
How much of a coffee taste does it have?
Insane. It tastes like a cup of coffee, I think.
Which is, like I said, surprising because you don't even like coffee. So that's kind of surprising that you like it that much.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, it's got a bite, it's got a tang, a zip. It's got, like I said, the pepperiness to it, but it's also caramely. I would guess that this is kind of like what one of those caramel macchiatos from Starbucks that everyone likes. I bet it's close to what that tastes like. It's
gotcha.
Really velvety and smooth. This is fantastic. So this doesn't have a rate beer because it's a local brewery that's not very well distributed. But it does have Untapped. It's got an Untapped score of 4.08. 5.5 ABV and no IBU. I'm shocked because it doesn't really have hops or anything that would kind of play into the bitterness. It's a cooking can. It's a great tasting beer. Highly recommended. If anyone sees Solark beers where they're at, which will probably be tough unless you're here in Los Angeles, go for it. They're always interesting, always good. So yeah, Adrian, what do you got for your shot?
That sounds amazing. By the way, I almost wish I could try that. and it sounds very different. Just like what I had tonight is, I think at least I like to think that it's a very different kind of beer. Tim, I have from Blue Moon. I have their cinnamon horchata ale.
Oh, I saw that in the store.
Yeah, cinnamon horchata. Oh, really quick before we go to my beer, would you say the one that you just had is that something you could drink year round, or would you say that's more of a seasonal?
Hell
thing?
yeah, I would drink this all the time because it's thin and light, but it's still got that great flavor. So yeah, it's definitely when we were doing those dark beer episodes, talking about kind of getting that stout porter flavor, but not the body that'll kind of mess you up when it's hot out. This is perfect because you get that flavor. It's nice and smooth though. Nothing. Yeah, this is. I'll drink this year round. And they were selling them in 4-packs of cans, and I only bought the one just to check it out. But I'm gonna be heading back to that liquor store to buy me a couple of these 4-packs because this is fucking great.
I'm glad you like it that much. I think that's the most you've liked a beer on the shot episodes anyway in a long time. Not that we've been doing this that long, but you know what I mean. Okay, so
Oh, we're old pros, Adrian. Don't.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so Blue Moon, the Blue Moon cinnamon horchata ale. I didn't know that Blue Moon was based out of Golden, Colorado. That is surprising to me. I didn't know it was a local brewery, but apparently it is.
The most local.
Yeah, crafted with cinnamon and long grain rice, and the reason why I got this is because it's like very different from most beers that I've just seen or tried, and also mostly because I love horchata. I love horchata.
Yeah, I saw that in the store and I wanted to try it, and I'm happy that you're trying it. You can tell me if it's any good.
Yeah, if you go, like, it's hard to find almost sometimes a good Mexican restaurant that has good horchata, but when you do, you got yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm opening this bad boy up. It's in a bottle. The mist that's kind of coming out of it, it almost looks like, because it's kind of white, the foam and stuff, it almost looks like it's an actual horchata in a bottle.
Nice.
So, I can definitely get the cinnamony smell on the nose. I'm definitely getting that. I'm not really getting that horchata smell, but the cinnamon is definitely there. So let's give that a whirl. Ooh, okay. That's actually it definitely tastes like horchata. The only thing is that I feel like it's more cinnamony and more bready tasting than like horchata tasting, I guess you could say. Like, it's got more of what's that damn word that we've talked about a million times, where it's like it's the maltiness. It definitely has a malty, cinnamony, not too sweet. Definitely not too sweet at all. Because I don't like sweet beers, Tim. Flavor coming out. Let me give it another sip. That's good. It's a little dry. It's definitely got like a dry what would you say? What would you call that? Like a dry mouth feel, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's the proper way to say it, but you understand what I'm saying, right? When I say it's got it's like dry,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not sweet.
Yeah. No, it's good though. I actually like this. I think that it's different. It's definitely it's not something that I think I would drink often, but that's not necessarily a bad thing,
No, of course not. Sometimes you want to take your mouth on a little vacation from the normal.
I like this. I like the cinnamon. The cinnamon. It's not like over empowering. Like, I feel like it's more malty than cinnamony. But
okay.
I like that it's got enough cinnamon flavor that it's not like, just enough to give it a unique taste. It's very dry though. Like, I don't think I've had a beer that's this dry in a long time though. I don't know. I think most of the beers we've been trying on the show and on the shots are not usually this dry. Like, the ones I've been doing anyway haven't been this dry.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting because are ales usually like drier, like when you drink them, or is it just this one? Is it just me?
I think it's just that one. I think it's just that, and maybe it's the cinnamon. I don't know, because I think cinnamon can really balance out sweetness in a way that can kind of, especially if it's really overpowering, that'll kind of do that. I guess is possible.
And now that the more I've been drinking it now, I get more of a cinnamon in the aftertaste in the back end, as you will. After taking a few sips, I've noticed that. But this is good though. I like it, and I'll tell you the score on Ray Beer. I'm a little surprised. It's got an overall of 30 and a style of 36.
Fantastic.
So, not a great score, but I mean, it's not a bad beer.
Yeah.
Like, would I pick up a 6-pack of this? Probably not. But like if we were just hanging out and you just happen to like, oh, I got this beer in the fridge. If you want to try it, it's from Blue Moon. It's a horchata cinnamon ale. I'm like, go for it. I'm down to try that. That's but not something. It's not a daily drinker. That's for sure. No. And I'm glad that I got this because I feel like we both got some relatively unique beers anyway. Yours especially. No. But yeah, this is good.
Yours too. Think about it. The horchata is not a common thing,
I've never seen a beer that, like, I've seen beers like with crazy flavors like jalapeno and like this, but like I've never seen horchata. Like that's why it stood out to me. And I got this at World Market. If you for those of you listening, World Market has a pretty decent selection of beer. If you go in their beer and wine section, they have a pretty decent sized selection. I don't know have you ever been to a World Market, Tim? I don't know.
I have. Remember there was one across the street from my old apartment.
Yes, I do remember that was a long time ago. Which I think we even told a shot about. We told a story about that in the last shot episode when you used to live.
I think we did.
That was a fun little story. We got to share more stories like that, but obviously we don't want to take up too much of our time because
not this week.
Not this week.
Nope, not this week. We don't have time. Guys, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you need to tell the people before we go?
No, like I said.
Did you have the score? You did have the scores. Did you say the alcohol content on that bad boy?
Yeah, the alcohol. Oh, I did not say the alcohol content. Let me tell you that really quick. What do we got here? Let's see. 5.5%, which is kind of surprising as well. But that's pretty strong for like just like I don't know.
Yeah, that is, especially just over the counter. Not over the counter, but any store you can kind of get it. Yeah. All right, Adrian. So do we want to hit the folks with the teaser on what next week's top beer is?
Yes. Just in time for the fall season, we have some God, I can't remember the name of them now. Cider beers. God damn, I don't know.
Yeah, we're heading down to the orchard for the harvest.
We're gonna pick some pumpkins and some spices and throw them. No, I'm kidding. But we do have cider beers coming up. I think we have some pretty good stuff. I don't know about you, Tim. I know that I have some pretty good stuff that I'm very excited to share with the listeners. So definitely stay tuned for that soon here. And follow us on Twitter at Lucha Undead. Follow me at Delaboots. I have been tweeting more. I have been doing more silly videos on the interwebs. I don't know if you've been watching those, Tim, but I'm trying to do more and more of that. So so check us out. Check us out, guys. Tim, anything you want to share?
Make sure that you're listening to all the podcasts over on PTBN Pop, especially the new, I don't know if it's the newest, but a new one, Geek and Sassy. It's two lady nerds, I guess you'd call them. I don't know. But just talking about different comic books, Netflix shows, Hulu shows, stuff that they enjoy. It's nice to hear kind of the other perspective. I hate to say it, but there's a lot of just podcasts about geeky guys talking about stuff or guys that think they're funny. And it's nice to hear two girls who are moms, have families, talking about how they were nerds growing up. And then, you kind of forget about all that stuff as you're busy doing your life. And then having young kids brings them back into that stuff. And they go, oh, yeah, I remember this. I remember how much I liked comic books. I remember how, you know what I mean? And that's really interesting to hear. Otherwise, I've got stuff going on over with Wrestling with Words. I'm still planning on our big podcast release once I'm actually involved. Stuff going on with Joystick Republic officially, I guess, kind of. That'll be coming out soon. And This Week in Wrestling, when you're listening to this, we'll have an episode coming out very shortly where we're going to be reviewing AP. A recent show with some local indie stars from Texas that Pete has seen up close and personal, them getting a chance to peddle their wares on a bigger stage. Otherwise, follow Lucha Undead, and remember, life is all about those 3 B's, baby. Beers, buds, and banter. Good night.